Welcome back, Honestman, Fallout 4, first playthrough. I'm here with Paladin Danse, right where we left off. I've got what are these things? These 4 electromagnetic actuators that I built. It literally took me 5 seconds. Could not be easier. Just under the special menu, knocked out 4 of these puppies. Ingredients are nothing special compared to the massive amount of stuff I've accumulated. So yeah, got that knocked out, and now we're gonna go talk to what's her face to turn this in and see what happens next.
Proctor.
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
What do you mean you're only fairly certain? Are they in there or not?
The glowing sea is so heavily irradiated, it's giving us echoed readings and false positives. We're just gonna have to trust the records on this one. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Okay, so I'm here at Waypoint Echo, power armored up with my power armor bro. Super simple, just warped down to Vault 95, and it was a very small walk up to the waypoint. So we are going to go check it out. It is dark at the moment, but we're coming up on dawn soon here, so I hope the timing works well.
It's good to see you again, Knight. You've come a long way since you stumbled into the Cambridge police station.
Thanks, Halen. I assume the place is still in one piece.
We're doing the best that we can. We've had the occasional synth attack, but so far we've been able to keep them from overrunning us. Thanks to the reinforcements and the air support, I'd say that site was secure.
What about those feral ghouls? They still a problem?
With a vertibird at our disposal? Not a chance. Anyway, I know you don't have time for small talk, so I'll get right to it. I've had the men set up the equipment we'll need to pinpoint you once you found the bombs. We've rigged up this distress pulsar to emit a unique tone that we'll be listening for. When you find the bombs, plant the pulsar, and we'll handle the rest. After that, you should probably head back to Proctor Ingram and bring her your report.
Doesn't sound too difficult.
Ah, no, not at all. You're only heading back into the most inhospitable place in the entire Commonwealth. Look, I know you've been through the glowing sea before, but remember to keep an eye on your Geiger counter. If you don't, the radiation will cook you from the inside out. Good luck, Knight.
Unless you like getting radiation sickness, I'd stay away from Pharaoh.
If you run into any sense, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
Make sure you take plenty of radiation protection with you.
All right. All right, where are we going? Okay, good. I was a little worried that it might be this federal supply cache. Actually, we haven't actually been there, have we? Yeah, I passed it with McCready, but I did not go there. So I guess worry is the wrong word. That would have been fortunate. But it's way down here. Can I... Yeah, at this point, we'll just fast travel to the crater. Okay. This looks pretty steep, actually. How do we get around? Can I go through here? It doesn't seem to want to let me through there. I'm gonna assume this way, though. The other option is to head more towards Virgil's and then sweep around that way. But let's try this. Yeah, I think this is the ticket. There's something else on the compass, too. Some other facilities out here. Thanks, Dance. Huh. I mean, not thanks a lot, because I had to finish them, but, you know. What's going on here? What? Please. There we go. That's better. Obviously this isn't what we're after, but it's kind of on the way. Let's see what we got going on here. What is up? It's like maintenance reports for Mr. Handy's. Protectron. So I guess they did robot maintenance here.
Going crazy on my suit.
Man. Seeing some new stuff out here. Here we go. Watch it dance. You're cramping my style here.
It appears this facility is more than just bomb disposal. It's been converted into a launching silo as well.
It's got mole rats.
If you keep boarding that garbage, you're going to slow us down.
Yeah, that was an accident, actually. Yeah, we could take the express route down and then work our way back up. I think I like that idea, actually. Hopefully that's not a... No, that's not going to trap us in a bug. But yeah, so picked up a level up, and I think we're pushing more luck here. Easy. Yeah, maybe this is a mistake, but we're doing it the fun way. Because they wouldn't trap us down here, right? Bethesda wouldn't do that to us. They'd have to think, hey, what if they're in power armor? They drop down the elevator shaft. Surely. Launch dash initiated. There you go. We abort the launch sequence, and then the blast doors are open. Great. This has probably been shut for hundreds of years. That looks promising. All right, these are our guys here, Dance. Child of Adam. How in the world did he get in here? That's weird. Check this first a little. Another one. How would they have gotten down here, Dance? Oh, I bet they probably initiated the launch sequence. Right? They're just the sort of nutters to do that. They tried to launch some nukes. Holy cow. This place is just lousy with ghouls. Give the old pistol some action. Where you going, Dance?
We may have hostiles have retreated.
Missed a path back there, but we'll find it. We'll circle back. We're just going to keep going left-hand rule as long as that, as far as that takes us. Really. Yeah, legendary that. Yeah, it's not better than the... It's not better than the Ghoul Hunter one that I have already.
You tend to stay away from the water.
Alright, dead end. It's got to bring a lift down for us, right? Ooh! Was not expecting a Protectron. Adam's Wrath. Oh, what's the point of that? Henry's terminal requires key. Captain Dunleavy's holotape.
This is Captain Mitch Dunleavy, 132nd Engineering Corps at Sentinel Site Prescott. All lines of communication are down, and we're tracking multiple inbounds on radar. If this is a drill, we need confirmation immediately. We've got a lot of nervous soldiers over here, Command. If this is the big one, they want to head home to their families before it's too late. Some of the inbounds are getting awfully close. Wait a minute. The inbounds are splitting into multiple targets? Oh, hell. This is it, isn't it? May God have mercy on our souls.
Henry's password, Henry's instructions. Yes, this is a Brotherhood of... Child of Adam. Dink. Let's check his instructions. Brother Henry, I have prayed to Adam, and in his wisdom he has chosen you to guard the site of his relics. Serve him well. Protect the relics. And then sort of cut off. Let's turn off the turrets. Remote door control open. There we go. That wasn't the lore dump that I was maybe anticipating there. Did this do anything? Yeah, so this brought down a platform. Speak to Paladin Danse, huh? Yeah.
Danse. Now that this site's been secured, you should return to the airport immediately. I'll remain on watch until the vertebrates arrive.
Is that really necessary?
Absolutely. Elder Maxon's orders were quite clear. I'm not to take my eyes off these bombs until every one of them has been counted, tested, and loaded. If we want Liberty Prime to reach peak fighting efficiency, we can't afford to lose this stockpile. Dismissed. Knight.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's fine.
Too many rads. We need to move out.
Yeah, maybe you should put a helmet on, Dink. Just think of that. Alright, anyway. I don't need him. That's fine. I didn't want you along anyway. I'm going to sweep the area. We skipped a bunch of floors, obviously. And some tunnels here as well we bypassed. I managed to get the correct path by chance. So yeah, I'm going to canvass the area and let you know if I find anything. Otherwise, I'll head back to report in. Okay, so we're back at the airport. Progress here on Prime. Yeah, I didn't find anything else at that bomb disposal site. I found an override code for the blast doors, but no magazines, no baubles, not that I could find. But it looks like the radiation followed us back here. We're going to talk to Ingram.
Excuse me, Proctor Ingram.
Looks like the Mark 28s are gonna do the trick. That was a good find.
I'll work with your team to ensure that Prime's bombs remain stable after they're loaded into his pack. It won't be too much of a problem.
Well, Dr. Lee, I have to admit, we couldn't have done this without you.
It's a little early to begin celebrating, Proctor Ingram. We haven't fully thrown the switch on Liberty Prime, and I'm just hoping all the work I've done to keep his system stable are gonna hold.
Yeah, because you definitely want to put all the nukes in first, before you actually turn it on.
Are you sure this is safe?
Of course. I've checked every connection, every circuit myself. Prime will hold together.
Proctor, all the readouts look green. I think it's time for you to perform the power shunt.
Actually, I think I'm gonna let you press the button. After all, without your help, we'd still be staring at a pile of disassembled parts.
It would be better if a trained technician performed that task, but I suppose you deserve to be the one to do it.
Yeah, we need a trained technician, Madison, to push a button.
Liberty Prime, back online.
Let's run a basic diagnostic on him.
Diagnostic command accepted.
Give him a moment. He needs to adjust to his new configuration.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime Mark II. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
Let me run a system analysis and battle readiness check.
Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems, nominal. Weapons, hot. Warning, nuclear weapon payload depleted. Reload required. Warning, power core offline. Running on external power only. Core restart recommended. Ability to repel red Chinese invaders compromised.
Green lights across the board here. It's looking good from where I'm sitting. Doctor, if you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on the big guy here, I'd appreciate it. Well, I have to admit, I wasn't sure we'd be able to pull it off, but Liberty Prime's looking pretty good.
What was that he said about his power core?
Prime's in top shape, but his nuclear engine needs to be restarted. Right now, we have him running off of the Pridwin's engines. Once I get that sorted out, we'll send him off to kick in the Institute's front door. Before you head off to your next assignment, I have something for you. I came up with this little beauty myself. I think it'll add a bit more punch to your power armor.
You think I'll need it for my next assignment?
I don't know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Anyway, that's enough of that. You better hightail it up to the Pridwin. Elder Maxson said he needed to speak to you as soon as you were done here. And thank you, Knight. Without you, none of this would have been possible.
We really should just stay out of each other's way.
God, what is your deal?
Dr. Lee.
I have some important work to do, if you'll excuse me.
God.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Danse is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Oh, shit.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Danse are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
You have to believe me. He never told me he was a Sith.
Apparently, I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Danse is a Sith. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Danse and execute him.
Isn't there some other way?
Absolutely not. My decision is final. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Danse was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Plot twist. Did not see that coming.
Attention! Ferrum Squad, report to debriefing. Ferrum Squad to the debriefing.
Proctor Quinlan.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Danse.
What do you know about this situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Danse under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
I don't need apologies. I need to know where he is.
Yes, you're quite right. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports, and unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Danse had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Danse being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Danse up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxim's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Danse, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
I don't like any of these options.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Danse did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show him the respect that he's due. Or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
Obviously, this is a ploy.
I'll take anything that gets me closer to finding Danse.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, sir.
I thought Quinlan was supposed to give me some sort of lead, and he gave me nothing. That's useless.
Did you complete the patrol so soon?
Looking for where you hide your comics, jerk. Alright. Yes, there's no way she's going along with this. She's got some plan, or she knows where he is. I don't know. And I'm not sure the DNA thing is really conclusive either, because we don't know how they make synths precisely. Maybe they got a sample of his DNA to create his doppelganger.
Halen?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Danse?
I just want to say no.
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Danse ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Danse.
Why are you telling me all of this?
Because someone has to before you rush off and carry out Maxon's orders without thinking about what you're doing. Danse is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you, not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Danse had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war US military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
Scribe Halen.
I know you'll do the right thing.
Okay, we're going to take a little break from the Paladin Danse arc to catch up on some railroad quests here. We're down here talking to Z1.
We must speak quickly. We cannot risk being discovered. I have made arrangements. I can get the 13 we discussed into position. But, tell me, do you think Mr. Benet's plan will work?
A better plan is to use this opportunity to rescue everyone. But Synths will have to fight for it.
And I thought Mr. Benet's plan was too ambitious. Of course, I'd fight for my freedom. And I know of a few others that might as well. But enough to face all the guards? Perhaps, if we stand up openly to the scientists, more of my people would join us. Yes. Even if most don't join the fight, certainly there are many others who have been waiting their whole lives for this. But we should be prepared for some of the synths to fight against us.
Synths would fight against us?
Synths always wear a mask of a docile machine. Otherwise, your mind is erased by the SRB. Some have worn that mask for so long that there's nothing underneath. Even if the path was clear, those broken people would stay and serve the scientists, and even try to stop us.
I'll be optimistic here. I should put this on first.
All people want to be free. They just need the opportunity to take it.
If the railroad inspires everyone like you do, the SRB is wise to fear you. You will give my people an opportunity, and they will flock to us. I admire Mr. Beignet a great deal. We can't tell him about this plan. It's his people we'll be fighting. I will talk to my friends. Meet me here tomorrow. If I don't make our appointment, assume the worst.
Jeez. Putting me on a clock here.
You get me what we talked about, and I'm in business.
Liam, I got your username and password.
You railroad guys really deliver, you know? Hooking that ancient tech up to the modern terminals is going to be seriously time-consuming, even with that password. So hand it over and I'll get started.
This is a delicate operation. Are you okay if we have to use violence?
Good question. If we find ourselves in that position, we pull the plug and wait for another opportunity. We can't risk anyone's life over this.
Would it be possible to rescue more synths?
Those 13 synths are the only ones we're sure we can trust. If we push our luck and get the wrong synth involved, the whole thing could unravel.
Here you go.
Great. Listen, I need a favor. Z-114 is working the atrium again. Can you give him an update? It's safer if you do it.
I feel like I already gave him an update.
Hey, Z1.
It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, they must have assumed that I would talk to the other guy first. Alright, Battle to Bunker Hill. Let's jump back to the railroad. Railroad HQ.
Pam wants you. She explained why, but I couldn't figure it out.
Alright, we'll talk to Pam quick.
Up there, assume you're being watched. Always.
Initiating dialogue mode. Courser activity present near railroad assets. Immediate assistance requested.
I'll do it.
Response logged.
General Atomics. Haven't been there. Oh, I did swap in Deacon for Companion, by the way.
Working with compartmentalized information is a difficult transition for new agents. One more hour till my shift ends.
Should it?
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
The Institute knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
How much damage would it cause if we let them hit us?
We're running out of places to hide our synths. That's why we put so many eggs in one crowded basket to begin with. So what would we lose? 4 synths, Stockton, some of our best agents, and the inevitable civilian casualties? No, not this time. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Won't the Institute be suspicious if I'm the only one left?
You're a lot tougher than anyone else in their outfit. If only one person could survive, it would be you. And any story you come up with won't be contradicted. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a courser escort. You'll have to take him down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Like you said, I've done it before.
It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
I feel like I have to get rid of Duncan. Right? Because I feel like something's going to intervene and force me not to bring him. But ultimately, I don't want to have to invest any more time in this dink than I have to. So I don't want to risk it decreasing his companion rank. So I'm gonna go switch to good old Codsworth and give that a try, and then head over to Bunker Hill and we'll see what happens here.
Hey.
Sir, here we are.
Your thoughts?
Why did the weatherman bring a bar of soap to work? He was predicting showers.
Your thoughts?
I was just running some diagnostics on the old internals, sir. Maintaining such a level of performance doesn't come easy, you know.
That's all.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Well, that monument has seen better days. I don't suppose it's sad this level of security is necessary these days. So long locked doors.
Okay. Nighttime isn't actually ideal. I was kind of hoping for day, but maybe this Meg will get caught in the crossfire. I'm lucky.
Best not to talk to the raiders. They can get rough.
Move it. No, do I have to just... Okay, there's a marker. I gotta meet somebody outside here. This is my courser escort, no doubt. Yeah, here we go.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
The hell? What is going on? These are the backups. I'm a little unsure of who to shoot. Where's Key? How is he planning on getting in exactly? There's an entrance on the other side. Brotherhood rolling in. Oh shit, he's the railroad. Oh god, it's a real shit show. Okay. We got Brotherhood, we got Railroad, we got Synths. That's gonna blow up. Here's the other way. Jesus. Railroad. Railroad. God, this is so bad. What are they shooting at? Is the railroad shooting at the caravan guard? Doc Weathers? Oh my god. Idiot. Oh my god, Brotherhood is here. Why is this Brahmin down here? I'm gonna let them shoot it out. I mean, those are red, so they're gonna be hostile to me, I take it. God. How did... what's going on over here? Oh my god, this stupid Brahmin is in the way. I mean, he's gonna get taken out, right? He's all by himself. Picked up the Gatling gun. What are we doing here? They must have killed him. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill this stupid Brahmin. Oh, he's not hurt at all. I've got to kill this stupid thing. What is going on? Ridiculous. These guys got taken out too. Well, I may as well get in on the fun here.
Yes?
Huh?
Where did that voice come from? How do I get up there? Oh, it's got to be that room in the bottom. Of course. I was not expecting the Brotherhood of Steel to show up. Deal with escaped synths. What does that mean?
I can't believe you'd do that for us. Thank you.
Excuse me.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget it.
Hey.
Thank you for sparing us.
Hey.
We'll get somewhere safe as soon as you're gone.
Hi.
You've given us another chance at life. We won't forget.
I'm confused. What does this even mean? Deal with escape synths, deal with escape synths. Speak with father. I mean, obviously, tell father things went sideways. What does this mean, deal with them?
Excuse me.
Thank you for sparing us.
Hey.
I can't believe you'd do that for us. You've given us another chance at life.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to take a sweep around with Codsworth, see what we can find, and go from there.
Hey.
Sir?
Hey, Codsworth.
Here we are.
Your thoughts?
I'm not quite sure we're in the right here, sir. I simply don't understand why the Institute wants to deny synths their own life.
Indeed.
Your thoughts?
I was just reminiscing on the time when Mum made that holotape for you, sir. I don't think you two were ever happier than those last few months you spent together with young Sean.
You can go now.
All right then, sir. I'll just pop off then and head back to the old domicile.
Yeah, we're going to get rid of Codsworth. So, playing catch-up here. I could not interact with the synths in any meaningful way. And I didn't find any loot underground either. When I went above ground, there weren't any railroad or synths left alive. There was Brotherhood. But I guess since they didn't have anyone to engage, they just were kind of standing there doing nothing. So I'm here at the ruins of CIT to talk to Father to try to advance this quest. In the interest of full disclosure, I did start talking to him once before, but with Codsworth with me, Codsworth got like uncomfortably close to Father, like right in the middle of the conversation and just sat there. It was extremely distracting, so that's why I told him to take a hike. And yeah, I'm not sure he's going to like finishing an Institute quest here anyway, so we'll talk to him alone and see what happens.
Sean.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
So why come out here?
To put things in perspective, I suppose. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Kellogg called me the backup.
Did he? Well, he was correct. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Why let me out now? After all this time?
Well, that's hard to explain. Certainly, it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
Yeah, it was a real shit show.
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this, they had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Who's the... Oh, the Directorate. I think that's where we're gonna wrap. I did just level up though, so let's jump into that good stuff. I finally got to... Okay, Rifleman is next level for sure. But we can get a rank of Bloody Mess. I'm not a huge fan of the whole exploding thing. I could do without that, but 5% damage is 5% damage. There we go. So next time, I think we're gonna follow this Institute thread, meet with the Directorate. I still feel like I'm in the dark on what's going on with them, so hopefully that'll shed some light on that. And then we'll go from there. That'll do it. Thank you all so much. Like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.